Hey family, coming in the room really quick. This is Pastor Carolyn. For those of you who don't know, Pastor and Purpose Pusher of Tears to Breakthrough Ministries and T2B Global, and the founder and owner of the Breakthrough app and Queen of Purpose Academy and Lounge. And I just finished a session with my ladies. We just had a journaling session, prayer and journaling session. And I just wanted to come on really quick and just kind of encourage somebody. If you know that you have, and if you see my eyes shifting, it's because I'm trying to record this on different platforms. But if you know that you have put in the work, you've done the inner work, you put in the work, you put in the time, you've put in the money, it has cost you something. It's cost you time to heal. It cost you effort, it cost you money, even time to invest in yourself. If you know that you put in the time and that you have done the inner work and you're doing the inner work, because healing is literally a lifelong process. So none of us are going to heal overnight, right? Know your worth, know your value, and give yourself permission to charge what you are worth. Now, I'm talking to those of you who are in business as well as those of you who are not in business. So this applies either way. Obviously, if you're in business, you know what time, what effort, what money that it took you to make that product or for your services. So you charge what you deem is that whatever makes sense for you. You can't allow your customers to tell you how much something should cost, because they don't know the time that you've invested. They don't know the money that you've invested. They don't know what it took for you to get to the place where you're actually putting that product out. They don't know your blood, sweat, and tears. So the same thing applies in your personal life. Give yourself permission to charge what you are worth. When you're going through the healing process and you put in the time, you put in the work, you know what it takes, right? You're spending time with God, you're praying, you're fasting, you even invested in mentoring, a mentor, you've invested in going to see, some of you even a psychiatrist, like, or whatever, it's like getting psychotherapy, like whatever it has taken for you to get to the place where you are now. It has cost you something. And because it has cost you something, give yourself permission to charge what you are worth. It costs more to be around you now. Let me just say that part again. It costs more to be around you now. That means that when people are around you now, the conversation must be conversations that are valuable, not just to them, but to you as well. Yes. Think about everything that you have fought for. Think about everything that you have healed from. Protect that. It is your job to protect that. It is your job to take care of you. It is your job to protect your heart. Because the truth is, they don't know or appreciate the cost of your oil. Who am I talking to? They don't know, and some people don't even care and don't even appreciate the cost of your oil. They don't know. Like, I think about the woman with the alabaster box, and everybody's talking, everybody has something to say. She like, look, I don't care what you got to say. I'm going to be at the foot of Jesus. I don't care. I got something valuable here. And I'm just going to pour it out in front of my King Jesus. Yes. I don't care what you say. And so they didn't know the cost of her oil. And just like these people that's showing up and telling you all kind of crazy stuff, they're trying to treat you the same old way that you used to be when you're no longer that anymore. Let me just say that part again. Some of you are spending a lot of time with people who are trying to treat you the same old way that you used to be when you are now a new creation in Christ. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. You are new. You have a new mindset. You develop new habits, right? You're growing, you're healing. There's a cost for that. And you've paid the cost. You've paid the price. And so now it costs more to be around you, okay? Because now you know your worth. Now you know your value. And so because of that, give yourself permission to charge what you are worth. Whether that's in your time, you're not going to allow people to waste your time anymore. You're not going to allow people to suck the energy out of you. You know, some people just will walk in a room and literally suck the energy out of the room. They'll drain you dry mentally. There's a cost. Your time costs. Your peace costs. They will cost you peace. You cost you your peace. Yes. And so for some of you, you have poured out and poured out and poured out and poured out to the point where you are depleted, to the point where you are empty. And I'm not saying, because obviously we all have a purpose and a call in our life. So God has called all of us to serve in some capacity. And so we're called to serve someone in some way, shape, or form. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about those people who are always showing up needy, and greedy. Needy, and greedy. And you pour out and pour out and pour out. And these people are people who they don't really know or care about the cost of your time or the cost of your oil or the cost of your tears. They don't care. They don't care. You know they don't care. Right? While I'm talking, you're seeing the faces of the people that I'm talking about. If it applies, it applies. So this is for all of those who take advantage. And I declare and decree that as of this moment, as of this day, you will no longer entertain those who only want to take, those who don't have your best interests at heart, those who have no sense of loyalty, those who have they don't operate in integrity, they don't understand reciprocation. Those are the ones I'm talking about. They just take advantage. You know who they are. You know who they are. And so from this day forward, I want you to know your value, know your worth, and give yourself permission to charge what you are worth. You've put in the work. You're putting in the work. So don't allow people to take you back to where you used to be, even mentally or emotionally. Right? Know your value. Know your worth. Yes. So I just wanted to come on in and share that, because I see it so many times where, you know, people say to me they want to be mentored, they want to be healed, delivered and set free, but then they find themselves falling back into the same old habits because they're dealing with the same old people. And some of the people that actually helped them to get to where they were in the first place, before they were healed, before they were delivered, before they were set free. And you can be healed, delivered, and set free. Who the Son sets free is free indeed. Who the Son sets free is free for real. And so if you want to be set free for real, you're going to have to give yourself permission to heal. You're going to have to give yourself permission to say no. No is a complete sentence. You're going to have to give yourself permission to charge what you are worth, whether that's in business, relationships, in time, your mental space, right? Your emotional space. You're letting people take up too much room and too much of your time, and it's costing you too much. Your peace. Many of you are falling to pieces because you're allowing people to mess with your P-E-A-C-E, peace. So I just wanted to come on and encourage somebody in that, because I see it a lot. You want to heal, you want to change. And then let me say something about change. Change only happens when you change. I'm going to say that again. Change only happens when you decide to change. Let me say that. That means you have to change your mindset. That means you have to change your habits. Sometimes you have to change friends. You have to change relationships in order to heal, in order to grow, in order to go to where God is calling you to. Right? And so I want you to be encouraged and not discouraged. I want you to be blessed and not stressed. I want you to be mindful of conversations. You can no longer be involved with all types of conversations. You're trying to heal and they're still talking crazy about what you used to do, what you used to be. No. Old things have passed away. Behold, all things have become new. You are a new creation in Christ. So you no longer entertain those conversations. So I just wanted to say that. So God bless you. May heaven smile upon you. Listen, I'll see you next time on the inside. Give yourself permission. You deserve it.